Now, in regards to baits, I would say this is probably the average size that I use. 6 inches, perfect size. If you go much smaller than that, I find you get a lot of pickups from smaller fish. I don't tend to cut baits in half. I don't just use a head section. As you can see, I'm using trebles. These are size 6 trebles, and I'm very finicky when I pick my hooks, because what I want is a really fine wire hook. I don't want a hook that's really thick in the gauge. Because zander have got such bony mouths, there's not a lot of skin to hook onto. A finer, sharper hook is going to land you a lot more fish. So, and the other added benefit of that is, if you do get snagged up, a finer wire gauge is much easier to open up, and you're much more likely to get things back, rather than leaving a baited trace in the water, which is what you don't want. Because if a fish picks that up, it's potentially it's a death trap, isn't it? So you want to make sure that you get as much tackle back as possible. I always hook my baits this way up as well. As you can see, by hooked in the lip, there's just much more hook being exposed there, rather than hooking it the other way. The second hook, the bottom hook, just goes down the flank. Also means that when I retrieve this, it's coming back the right way through the water. Much more likely for this to be picked up on the way in, as opposed to if it was coming in the wrong way backwards. And it's a great thing. You can rig them like that for sink and draw. If you wanted to, you could take the feeder off, just put a little sinker weight on there or something, and just sort of jig it back through the water for pike and stuff, which is really, really good. In terms of choice of bait, roach generally is one of my go-tos, but don't be afraid to use seed heads. Smelt in particular is a really good bait, and if you can get your hands on some bleak, that is a really, really good zander bait. But you might have to go and catch them yourself. I don't actually think you can buy them from a tackle shop. I've never seen them. If you know where you can buy some, please drop it down in the comments so I can buy some myself, because I'd love to get my hands on some bleak. Fantastic zander bait. So yeah, don't be afraid to use bigger baits. You don't have to use little sections. Zander won't just pick up small baits. That's just a common misconception with this fish. It's a load of taters. Taters, as we say in the Black Country. It's a fallacy. They'll pick up anything. If you're in the right area and you've got a bait on, you stand a chance, right? So